I think maybe even Dirty Jersey Rat. Dirty Jersey. Yay! I love that song.
I get it. You're screaming in the chat. Apparently Ralph's desperate again. He hasn't been making money. He's talking about me again. He's trying to get the old feud going. Because what? He had a porn star on his show that I never wanted to have on my show? He's getting the Dabble versus fucking Sloppy Thirds. He's talking about look, I don't care, man. Hey, Ralph, where's your son? That's all I have to say. Ralph can throw anything he wants at me. At the end of the day, I can only throw 3 words back at him. Hey, Ralph, where's your son? Oh, that's right. You ain't seen him. Who was it that promised that was going to happen? Texas law, baby. He can say whatever the fuck he wants from here on out. Don't matter here nor there. Where's your son? So, and we'll get to that later because while I don't have a beef with Ralph, because Ralph is just being Ralph, I do have beef with Scarlett. And I will make my feelings known tonight. We won't be doing it on YouTube because I'm smarter than that, and I'm not going to get my fucking channel nuked. But trust me when I tell you, brothers and sisters, later on tonight on Rumble, I'm going to let you know exactly how I feel about Scarlett Hampton. Because I will say this. Yes, her going on Ralph's show is fucking disgraceful. And it's a shitty thing to do. Shitty to me? No. I've made it clear from day one. I've said maybe 10 sentences to this woman since I've met her. I've had nothing to do with her. I don't talk to her. I'm not friends with her. I don't care about her. However, Ice Dancer did consider Scarlett a friend. And Scarlett is a absolute subhuman cunt whore piece of shit for what she did. Not to me. I could care less. I could care less. This has nothing to do with me. But I can tell you this right now. She forgives. I don't. I do not. Whatever. She's my poison pill to any Dabbleverse and any show she wants to go on. And honestly, dude, after what Scarlett Hampton did, I want her with Ralph. I want those two lovebirds to meet. I want them to be together. And I mean that. So if Ralph's doing a victory dance because he's like, I had Scarlett on my show. You're not beating me, bro. I want you to literally to date each other. I want nothing more than this. I want this more than breathing. I'm going to spend all my extra prayer time and all my extra prayer points on literally only manifesting that. Trust me when I tell you this. It's not a dunk on me to give me literally what I want, what the content gods want. Are you kidding me? You think if that fucking cunt posted a picture of a plane ticket to Mexico, you think I'd be upset? Do you think I'd be angry at that? I want that more than anything. What the fuck are we talking about? The first 3 weeks of 2026 have been boring as fuck. There ain't nothing going on. So, I'm not sure why somebody following a life plan that I absolutely want nothing more for them, why they would try to publicly declare that as some kind of own on me. It's not. It's literally everything I want more. It's like one of those things that I couldn't have dreamed up myself, but God gave it to us. And I'm like, yes, let's do that. Let's do that, please. So, no, in no way upset. In no way, please. If I want, like, Scarlett is the epitome of if I wanted her, I could have had her. Not fucking her or dating her, but on the show, She begged to be on my show 100 times. She went on all these other shows because I didn't want to go on any. I didn't want her on my show because I knew she was going to come on and and then when I was 6, and then we went to Disneyland. Now it's Disneyland, not Disney World. Disneyland, it's different from Disney World. But we went to Disneyland, and then I remember I lost one of my shoes, and then they were trying to find my shoe, and I couldn't find my shoe. And that reminded me of there was an AC/DC song, and I remember one time it was they were playing on stage, and Angus Young, he kicked, and his shoe flew off. And that's when I realized it's like everyone sometimes just has one shoe, and sometimes you have one shoe and I have one shoe, and then we all have one shoe. Yeah, I wanted that for 4 hours. No, that's all yours, Ralph. That's all yours, Big KB. That is all yours, homie. So yeah, there's absolutely no bad blood on this thing. Absolute is what I say. I see this fucking clip, right? And I go, oh, is that like, I thought at first I was like, oh, is Ralph watching the clip of Scarlett, whatever. And then I click on the link and I'm like, oh, fuck. Like Scarlett's on Ralph's show. I immediately have unfollowed Scarlett. I told her a DM. I sent her a DM telling her what a absolute fucking piece of shit she is. Like, you know what I mean? Man, I never thought I would fucking agree with Gino Brasconti about anything. Now, I want to make one thing very clear, and that is that I do not speak for Ice Dancer, nor have I actually really had a chance to sit down in person and discuss like this whole situation with her, like to really even get a feel for how she feels about it. So I'm not going to make any, I'm not saying anything on her behalf. I'm not talking for her. This is all purely just Mersh, me, Mike Shealy. This is just me talking. Absolute piece of shit move. And really, you know, the only thing that was said to me by Ice, because she's very forgiving. She goes, you know, she probably has no idea about any of that. And I go, well, if this fucking dumb cunt actually shut her fucking mouth for 2 seconds out of the day and actually listened to another person in the room, maybe she would have picked it up along the way. There's a reason I never had her on the show. I stand by that. I think people are starting to see why I never had her on the show. Puppy in a fire, man. It was a puppy. It was in a fire. I said, hey, I just want to get the puppy out of the fire. Ice Dancer made the mistake, in my opinion, of trying to adopt that puppy. And that puppy turned out to be a fucking pit bull that enjoys. I think that that's a shit move. I think that if she didn't know anything about that situation, then it shows just how fucking blah 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 me she is. You know, there is a reason why I kept my involvement extremely limited to that fucking broad. Look, the bottom line was we thought it was fun to cover her or whatever. The fun stopped a long time ago, and the amount of work and responsibility and like looking out for somebody that's gone into it versus the amount of fun I've had from it has it really, this is like one of those things where we bought a bunch of land, we started mining it, it looked promising, but we've had a couple of collapses and the veins and the ore aren't as rich as we thought. And this is turning into one of those situations where we're just cutting our losses. Ice Dancer is an extremely forgiving person. I wouldn't be surprised if she was still cool with her. I have no clue. I don't speak for them. Never did. Told her my thoughts when she said, well, you know, she's been talking to me a lot. And I don't know. She's like, I've been friendly with her. And I'm like, you know, you be friendly with her if you want, just be careful. Be careful. And, I was like, be careful. That's all I'm going to say. I said it earlier and I'll say it again. She's very forgiving. She forgives. I don't. Not at this age. Not at this age and not this late into the fucking game. I knew this bitch was trouble. There is a reason why. I actually enjoyed watching her upload her code into the Dabbleverse. And now, you look at it. Just look at the comments. Look at the comments. Look at the just look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Nobody's happy. You're welcome. Told you I was going to wreck that place. You're welcome. So that's all I'm going to say. I have said 10 sentences to this fucking cunt, whore, piece of shit, narcissist, blabbermouth cunt. When I tell you, it's the absolute spirit of me. When somebody talks to you in walls of texts, she sent Ice Dancer one time a 24-minute long voice message sandwiched by walls of text. Now you tell me. Because that's what she said to me tonight. Well, maybe she just didn't know any better. Maybe she didn't really figure out, doesn't know that Ralph's, done what he's done to me. Maybe she just didn't know. Well, she's got no excuse not to know. Because it's always it's hard to be a friend with somebody who doesn't actually let you talk or absorb anything you're saying to them. And then even when you do respond, they're already working on another fucking voice message. Insane person. Sick, insane person. Now, I've heard it said, and I don't even know if it's true, but I heard it said that Ralph was gloating at some point about, oh man, I own them and I had her, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to say this right now. Please, Lord, up in heaven, if you are hearing me, if you could give us anything right now, I want Scar Ralph or, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I want that. I want Scar Ralph. Would that work for like a couple pseudonym? I want that. I think that when it comes to how high the stakes are and how low you are on the totem pole right now versus where, I'm not hanging on for dear life in a shack in Mexico. Listen, man, I want this more than breathing. I want this more than anything. So if you're going to gloat and go, yeah, she was on my show. She's my girl now. When I tell you how wonderful that would be. When I can't even, I almost want to cry. Oh my God, Gunlit. Oh no. Gunlit. Oh my God, Gunlit. Guys, what we all need to do right now, we all need to pray. And I don't care if you're a Jew, a Muslim, I don't care if you're Christian, I don't care if you're pagan. I want you to fucking give a sacrifice to your gods this day. And please, let us all wish Gauntlet into the universe. Nobody is shipping this more than me. I promise you. So, please, come on there. I want you guys to, I really would like you to, I'm assuming you have a passport. I need this. I will chip in. I will chip in money for you to head to Mexico or vice versa. I will chip in money for the first date. When I tell you, please, I will help pay for it. And please, all of you out there, for now and forever, understand and just be grateful for what I have given you over these years, what I have given this world. Yes, I'm behind this. 110%, whatever you need, you've got my blessing. But as far as I'm concerned, the fact that this fucking selfish, no good, rotten cunt never even considered for a second to listen to or see any of the shit that's been going on and to just be that self-serving. Again, I can't speak for anyone but me, only me. I do not speak for Ice, and I have not talking to her I've not spoken to her in depth about this particular topic. So I'm only speaking for me. She is a cunt. She is dead to me. And as far as I'm concerned, she should be dead to all of us. Now, that's just me. That's just me. Again, do not fucking put any of this on her. I just have a problem. They can even be friends if they want. But like, this is one of those situations where it's like, all right, you can be her friend, but you can be that cunt friend that like, I don't want around when I'm around. That will be a fucking goddamn, you know, that would be an absolute rule. I'd be like, you can be friends. I don't want that bitch anywhere around me. When anybody knows all of the lore, knows the people involved, and knows like, I really just don't think it's hard. I don't think it's hard for anyone out there to in any way think that I'm being the bad guy here. I've been nothing but a nice guy. I've handled things pretty much. Nobody has treated that piece of shit more like a human being than I have. And Ice Dancer, but that's between them. For you to disrespect her like that, I can't. Yeah, I can't. It's not like some minor slight. It's downright fucking disrespect. So, but yeah, I do want you and Ralph to hook up. I think that is, fuck. Because, you know, I said it earlier, right? The content's been really, really shit lately. It's been shit. We need something, you know? 2025, we went out with a bang. And then we had this Ice shooting. It looked like things were going to get spicy, but be honest with you, nobody's really nutting up. So what are we doing? Sitting around watching Minneapolis again? Nothing's happening. Looking at Portland, nothing's happening. We need some content. And Guntlet would be a dream come true. Why would I? Literally, it's like, so for somebody to do like a victory lap and go, ha, could you imagine? I got her on my show and I'm gonna bang her, fucker. And to think in any way that would be a dunk on me, a man who has burnt his offerings and bowed his knees for years at the altar of the content gods, burning incense to please the sense of those gods, simply so we could have a good harvest, simply so we could have a good goddamn train wreck. What a beautiful bang. Like, what a way to go out, you know? Benoit style in old Mexico with Scarlett Hampton. Boy, I could die happy. I could retire, man. I would ride off into the sunset and just go, you know what, man? It would be like the end of every fucking 80s sitcom ever, where you just literally are walking out of the room one last time, and then you turn around and you're like, and then you turn around and you flip the light switch off. I could die happy, man. That's all I'm saying. So, I mean, go for it. I can see why he did it, and I can see why he would feel like he could gloat about it. But again, anybody who's been following my side of this knows we've never had her on our show. I was never interested. I was never interested in her at all. She was a puppy in a fire, and we got her out of the fire, and my interest beyond that was not my problem. She's friends with Ice. What the fuck? Whatever. Who knows? they might still be friends. I don't know how she feels about this necessarily. Like, I know she wasn't fucking pumped about it, but you know, I don't know. I'm not the kind of person to be like, what are you going to do? And then what's going to be like, you got your life, I got mine. So she can handle it however she wants. As far as I'm concerned, she's a cunt. She's dead to me. There is no favor she could ever ask. There's nothing I will ever do. Like, she could be a literal, actual puppy in a fire next time. And I will not intervene. I might even pour gasoline on it. Should the content gods need an offering.